A lot about deep transformational work across all traditions has a lot to do with creating the vehicle for the work in which you can go deeper. And you have to actually, through self-mastery and discipline and practice, you have to create that body. You have to create that neurophysiological structure that can then allow you to go deeper, because otherwise going deeper is just going to destabilize you, right? And create all kinds of issues and problems. And people either get destabilized or they go into some kind of spiritual bypassing, or all the ways in which people don't continue the work is because nobody's helping them develop that really coherent neurophysiological structure that supports going deeper and holding more energy. Even when people do intensive retreats, and they're good practitioners, they have, good basic mindfulness awareness technique, you start building up all this energy, especially when you're doing either group or individual retreats over many, many days. You're building up all these energy. In the Vipassana community, sometimes they call it the yogi energy. And you're accessing more energy because we're energetic beings and living in this limitless matrix of energy, right? So you're trying to access and hold more energy. But what you'll find yourself doing immediately after a retreat, or sometimes in the midst of retreats, is finding some way to leak it off. And you do really stupid things to leak it off. You just go out and after a retreat, go get drunk, or you sit there and watch mindless stuff on TV or anything to leak it off because you don't know how to hold that energy. You're not used to holding it. Our spiritual work is creating the vehicles that can now allow you to operate at a higher energetic level, and then also go deeper and actually do the work of allowing the trauma to come out and heal itself, to allow your nervous system to untangle itself and heal itself. So you need to develop that internal neurophysiological structure in a fairly sophisticated way. And so that's what I've been really fascinated with and drawing upon in my own personal practice and working with students, is how to help them develop that structure to where they can just safely then go deeper and deeper and deeper, and not only allow access and allow stuff to heal itself, allow stuff to come into awareness and not repress it and not act out on it, because there's a kind of emptying process, right? There's an emptying process and an untangling process. And so to have the structure in which to allow that to happen without it destabilizing or without reifying something in it or turning it into, different identity confusions, but just really letting the work flow, and then being able to hold more energy in the process, and then to learn to live from that place. It really requires developing a spiritual body, literally a spiritual body that can hold that work, right? That's kind of what NSM is all about, is helping people develop a spiritual body, a quantum body that can be the vehicle for that ever deepening work.